All right, hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing this evening? We're back. It's Saturday night, and I'm excited to get back to work on the R35 here. So, welcome everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to jump into the chat in a second, say hello to everybody. And before I do, though, I want to cover the couple of boilerplate things that need to be covered. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, do hit that like button down below. I really appreciate it. It helps other people see the stream and stuff. And yeah, once again, I really appreciate that. Number two, if you're on the market for any kits, supplies, any of that kind of stuff, use that code that's up here at the top of the screen, live10. Should be good tonight for the duration of the stream. You can save 10% over at mechawarehouse.com. And obviously that supports me and everything I do here. And you can save some as well, which is great. And finally, we're going to be doing giveaways tonight. Got a bunch of cool giveaways. We've got a couple of the artifacts, a High New and a Nightingale, which are pretty cool. Those are those little small, like, I don't know, 2-inch figures or whatever they are. Kits, actually, they're pretty substantial kits. They're just tiny. We're giving away 2 of those. We got a Mandalorian Beskar armor. We just restocked those on Friday, as well as those Gundam Collection Volume 7 and DX. I think we're going to give those away as box sets. There's a lot of little kits inside them. And then the one thing you guys might not know about, Metsuhara, I think is his name, is actually works for, I think it's Activision, whoever it is that made Call of Duty Vanguard that was just released. And he donated a copy of the game. Basically, you can get a code for either Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. If you end up winning and want that for PC, I guess they're still generating codes. It might take a few days. But we've got some cool prizes up there. I should also mention that the Gundam Collection, both of those sets were donated by RX-178 Mark II. Hopefully we'll be seeing RX-178 in the chat today. I think Metsuhara said he wouldn't be able to make it tonight. But that's what we're giving away tonight, so stay tuned for that later on. But let's say hello to everybody in the chat. So what's up, Dylan Dull, RDDN, William Diamond, Buster 0988, Parker Boomin. Let's see if I can watch him work without getting caught. There you go. A random hero. Hell, glad I remember to set the reminder. Nice. Glad you could make it. What's up, Michael Poussert, Jason Galloway. Good evening, everyone. How's the night going? Mine's good. Hope yours is too, Jason. So John Moorhead, Anthony, Barry, Artist Topic, Rob the Builder, Kermie, Mr. Capcom, James Clark, Andrea C, Mr. Trashcan Bob, Henry Sandoval. What is up, everybody? Rob Rosencrans, Ashley, ESO8911, what's up, Kyle? Tracy, just got my clips at the door and I'm excited to build my pointy fellow. Nice. What's up, Bone Daddy? Urfig, Dylan Perry, Jason J, Gumpo Stop, CP, Kyle Dixon, Luis Cortez, G-Ming, Scott, Barry. I want to talk to you about your Gundam's extended vehicle warranty. Oh, I'll first stream on UPC. Nice, Travis. Build or bot. Mr. Trashcan Bob, trying to knock out my P Bandai HG backlog today. Just finished the 21st Century Real Type Gundam Mark II and built the Beyond Global Gundam base Arcs NBA 2 earlier. Both have enjoyed builds. Nice. What's up, Bruce Brown? Skywalker PJ, Nathan Farley. Watching my phone today. My PC died today. That's a bummer. I was hating that happens. What's up, Rick Henriquez and Josh Lambert? So I think I'm caught up, so I'm going to get started on this. But to kind of start things off, how's everybody doing tonight? What are you guys all working on tonight? I am continuing on this Dom R35. We've got the torso, upper part of the legs, feet, and I think it's lower part of the legs, and then weapons and accessories. An RG Ava using the new splash paints Ava line. Nice. How are those? They looked cool, like some cool, very cool colors. I think I saw the green is potentially like glow in the dark or something. A Rage Nucleon backpack has a ton of runners. 700 Command Quanta, a friend gifted to me. Cool. E2119. HG Sniper 2. Nice. Osla. Is that supposed to be pronounced? I'm not sure. Expansion parts set. Wrapping Christmas presents. So I watched today. Going to be busy. So getting Christmas ready early. That's nice. I usually wrap presents like late in the evening, Christmas Eve. Water slide on MG Epion. Nice. Haven't sprayed yet from using them in the past. Air matte. More info later when I spray the paint. Still snap building RG Ava. Nice. Nick, using your infinite influence with Bandai, can you please have them start pumping out MG Leos? I wish they had listened to me. They will at some point. At some point they will bow to my demands. But I have no timeline on when that will be. Chef Claude, first time tuning in, building an RG High Noon. Nice, welcome. Love seeing new people chime in, or I guess come in, chime in, join in. What's up, Eric? What's up, MWG? Be interesting to see how the stream goes tonight in terms of viewership. I decided randomly on a whim to not send out an email this week and see what happens. I've been debating whether 3 emails a week is too many, and I figured I think Saturday might be the one to drop if I drop one. So I figured I'd see how it goes. I might also just try to figure out how to segment the audience and let people kind of opt in or out of whichever emails they want or something, but it's kind of hard because our emails aren't always topic specific. C130. Original plan for the night was to start this Zoid Commander Wolf, but I've been acting as moderator in another Discord group. It's always fun when Discord stuff comes up. Closet full of presents ready to go. There's this dollhouse we cannot find anywhere for a decent price. Toys being hard to find. Start the RX 93 high new modified painting G-frame tonight. Nice. I actually took out a G-frame, the only G-frame I have, and the first time I've ever touched one, other than the box, obviously, today. Just had a second while we had finished up work on the hobby room in the attic. We put together our 3rd workbench, and my son was playing Legos on the workbench. Kate was up there too, and I just randomly decided to pull out the G-frame and get it all in the mobile frame or whatever. And repainting and texturing a wall because the 3M adhesive was a bit too strong. Whoops, ouch. Commander Wolf. Good question, not building, but rearranging my build paint area a little. Some cleanup too, nice. Put my HG heavy arms on the back burner tonight. Gonna push out this HG Leo and add a lot of battle damage to go with my heavy arms and wing 0. Nice. What's up, Pedro? Cody, what about doing a weekly newsletter on Friday with restock, new stock, and live stream time? So I think the live stream time on Friday would be good. I think the Friday one could really be expanded. I really need like a copywriter or something on staff, but one thing at a time, I guess. But I feel like the Friday would be, I could mention the Saturday stuff. Because Saturday doesn't usually add much other than just the stream and re-mentioning the stuff we got in stock, but I think it is a little bit extra. Whereas the Tuesday is another video, and usually either other items that we happen to have in stock or pre-orders going up. I'm trying to put pre-orders up on Tuesday typically, just because of how the week tends to play out, but it's not too consistent yet. Any reason why you don't carry the GX line from Mr. Color? Mostly just space and time. There's a lot of stuff I want to add. A lot of it's just trying to figure out which things to get next and then where to put them in the warehouse. If you've been watching the weekly updates, we're getting tight in the warehouse. We did some major work Friday trying to create some more space by rearranging and reorganizing some stuff, and it worked out pretty well. But we really need like 2 of what we've got warehouse-wise. Good evening, Nick. What's up, Gam? Travis Phipps, honestly, 3 emails aren't too bad. Yeah, I didn't think 3 is horrible, but I don't know. I wonder sometimes. I try not to take into account too much what people. Try not to overreact, but when people do like unsubscribe from the email list, some percentage of the time, it's usually like just too many emails or whatever. Now maybe those people aren't as interested, and it's better that they just unsubscribe anyway. But I'm just trying to figure out what the right balance is. The main way of stream reminders is Discord. I think that's most people probably come from Discord. People can subscribe and set the notifications on YouTube and get those reminders. The stream thing, I could make an extra that people could opt into or something. But I think most people come over from Discord. And like Discord, we end up with a ton of notifications. I happen to use the @everyone tag a lot, but I try to segment all the different channels based on kind of topics. So if you're into the streams or streaming in general, you can have those notifications enabled, but you could also disable notifications for the streaming channel and not have to see that stuff. Or if you're not into dings and dents, you can disable that notification. Mecha Warehouse Space Colony. Someday, hanging out in a hotel room watching stream in Star Wars, tried to score entry grade from Target and got skunked. Bummer. What's up, Victor? Mr. Capcom, what grits are those? I use 400, 600, 1000, and 1500, I believe. Just YouTube a lot, and it's always on my feed. I think I subbed. I don't even know. YouTube's fun like that. Both YouTube set to notify me for every video anyway, but yeah, Discord grabs my attention more often. So how many repaired entries do you get in the end? We've got 30 entries as of the deadline. I'm having the judges review them all for rules compliance, and we'll throw any out if there are any that need to be thrown out. I really hope there aren't. I didn't see anything obvious, so we'll see what comes of that. And then we should hopefully have the list on Tuesday up for public voting in order to seed the bracket. Will probably be Tuesday's video. The plan is to talk about the judging, the entries, and all that stuff. How do we join the Mecha Warehouse Discord? Like Artie says, like 2 messages later, if you make a purchase, you should get an email with a link to join. If you've purchased and you haven't received that link, you can always DM me or email me, nick@mechawarehouse.com, or really I should say email support@mechawarehouse.com, and we'll get you sorted out. Nick, do you have an after stream snack you regularly have? Not consistently. Ideally, I shouldn't be eating after the stream because we finish up at like 10:30 and I should be going to bed. Sometimes I'll snag something. Kate made some cake. What'd she call them? It was basically like cake pops, but without the stick. They were really good. We had tonight. So if there's still some of those down there, I might try to sneak them. Hopefully she's not watching the stream yet, so if she doesn't know, I'm going to try to sneak them. Well, she'll probably play along if I asked her for them. Got the America entry grade. They wouldn't ship it unless I was $35 order though. Darn. I was going to say your channel organization Discord is amazing. I've got a friend whose Discord is a mess. I try. I think organization, I mean, I'm not perfect at it, but I try to be organized because it helps with a lot of stuff. And by keeping everything kind of organized, especially as we grow, it lets you kind of opt in to the things you're interested in and opt out of the things you're not. Because if you've ever been a part of a large Discord, I think I'm a member of the I think it's the Reddit Discord, Gunplay Discord, and that one's massive. And you can be in a given channel and it just like scrolls by so fast. So if you're, got all your notifications turned on, it could probably be quite annoying. I don't really go over there very often other than to occasionally search for Mecha Warehouse and see what people are saying, but yeah, trying to keep all that stuff easy and accessible. Battle and variant colors are very enticing. Glad you were able to offer pre-order for those. I do not feel like I have to check Target. Yeah, I don't think those ones are going to show up early either. Other places, I think it's going to be just everybody at the same time this time. If you have low grade like 400 first, or work go to like 2000. If you have a struggle with sanding nubs, oh, there you go. That's what that's all from. Been struggling with sanding nubs properly. I feel like no matter what, I always have some visible mark, even after fine sanding and polishing. The plastic always looks discolored tips. So if you cut a little bit further away from the plastic or a little bit further away from the piece, you've got better chances of not having the marks. The unfortunate thing though is the plastic is almost always going to discolor a little bit, especially if the color is like a bright or darker color. And the only way around that really is the paint. If you're really careful, you can mostly hide them, and then if you matte coat over it, that helps diminish how much they looked, how visible they are. My stream snack is usually pretzels. Been late, but I've been here a minute since I'm late, but I'm here. Been a minute since I got to hop in here. What's up, Robert? Dull flat top coat really hides those marks well. It definitely does. Nick seems to have a knack for organization in general. It's probably the engineer in him. I always found organizing stuff, especially information, was always important. I'd get overwhelmed with the scope of projects that we'd be working on when I was doing engineering stuff if I didn't break down the problem into a lot of smaller problems. And that's how I try to approach most of what we do. Big problems are hard, small problems are easy. So make the big problem into a lot of small problems, and it's a lot easier to tackle. Here, I love the fact that the Millennium Puzzle sold out so fast. I wish we had more of those come in. Is the semi-gloss top coat a little better? Yeah, I think matte will hide it more than a gloss would, but it really depends on the exact top coat. Victor, any PG coming in the near future? The only one I know of for sure is PG Unleashed. We received, I think, a total of 14 over the last 2 weeks. The first batch was tiny, it was like 2, and then we got 12 more this week. That I think they arrived on Friday, so those will be going up on the website next Friday's restock. They will not last long, especially where we haven't had them for a few minutes. I think the PG Unleashed will disappear probably within a day or two. Thanks, Gam. So I'm regretting buying the armored Puppet Battle Type 0.5. What are you regretting about it? Fingers crossed you get the Kyokai Senkai kits in. Really excited to give those a try, and I pre-ordered them from Mecha Warehouse. We'll definitely get them in. I mean, they're pre-ordered, so our pre-orders, us having a pre-order means that we've been promised that they're coming. So if they don't come, that means Bluefin reneged on us. Hey Nick, got you on cast, so I finished up at work. Nice. Think about having a loot box sale and Chinese version of Black Friday sale. Official Bandai Alibaba store always have some loot box sale. Total price value does exceed the price. However, you might get some old version of Bandai kit. Nice 5-min flat for it to disappear. Yeah, maybe. I can't predict anymore. Sometimes I think things will go fast and they don't. Sometimes I think things will last a little while and they disappear instantaneously. I don't think they'll last very long though, so if you want one, I'd grab it like first thing. I wouldn't hope that they'd be around or wouldn't rely on it. Or any 30-minute mission kits incoming soon. Been interested in trying some of them. I've heard a lot of good stuff. We've got a bunch of them in stock. I think there's always a little bit more coming. I was able to get an RG High new from a local shop. Last one restocked yesterday. Yeah, they go in super fast for us too. Can't wait for the full mechanics version of the Senki kits. Actually, your governor's parts look huge. The parts are so tiny. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, they do look like they're small. Airbrushed my first kit recently. Really glad I don't have to buy spray cans anymore, I bet. I wouldn't be able to deal with doing spray cans. They news on a Nightingale restock. No, we only had the, I don't know, was it 12 or something that they allocated us? I asked for like 200 or something, so they really short stocked us on them. I think I asked for 200, or at least I wanted a lot of them. The website like 2 nights ago. A lot of 30-minute missions are out of stock. I'm trying to buy a bunch for a project I want to do. I'm sure there's a ton that are out of stock, but there's also a decent number on the shelf. It depends on which ones you're looking for, probably. You're doing a Black Friday sale or Cyber Monday. We'll definitely have a Black Friday sale. Details will be announced a little bit closer, but it'll be similar to last year's. See it in one place that I haven't had, the best customer service with. That's a bummer. That's probably why they have them. Any idea when you might get any more Full Metal Panic kits? No idea. The more I see this kit, the more I want it. The goof version. You also have, yeah. This is an interesting kit. I need to build more DOMs, I think. Like a Dom Tropin or something would be cool. Alright, E6 and F2 and 4. I've got a master grade Dwaj, the P Bandai kit in my backlog. I kind of want to break that out. I really want to paint it though, so I don't want to do it too soon. Need to get the hobby room done and get my my painting moving again. What kit is this? This is the Dom R35. It's a Build Fighters kit. MG Dom 1.5 soon. Yeah, we ordered a ton of those. I think those are gonna be popular. Really missed out on getting that flight model goof that they did for P Bandai this year. Bummer. It's up Orlando. Okay, the other one I need is F2 and F4. Dom's Dwaj DS, all big fans of that lineage of suits. Considering how busy Black Friday was last year and how much the business has grown in the last year, do you have the minions coming in for long shifts all weekend? The game plan is to have at least one of them in Saturday and the other one in Sunday. We'll be definitely packing orders on Black Friday. Friday will probably be like a normal day. It'll probably be both Orion and Dylan in. And then I'll probably have one of them in Saturday and I'll pick for them, or Kate will pick for them, something like that. And the other one will come in Sunday, hopefully, and then same thing, we'll pick for them. That way nobody's on the packing station for a full day, 2 days in a row. Because it's just a lot, especially on a weekend. Which the new Dom is 2.0, but still getting one. Yeah, I think it'll be a good kit. Like the blue on the kit, kind of reminds me of Mecha Warehouse, blue one. Yeah, a little bit. I like blues on kits. It's a cool color. Doesn't seem like the emails really hurt us all that much. We got a pretty good viewership tonight, even though we didn't send the email out. Probably make the Saturday email a thing of the past, except for special occasions. Man, I'm like misspeaking a lot tonight. I think the new Dom, though, since we're talking about it being a 1.5, it's basically the P Bandai Dwaj, just all those improvements worked back into the regular Dom design. Because I think that one was basically touted as like a 1.5. Saturday nights are for Kumpla. I don't need email to remind me. I'm sure most of you regulars, I see all your names every week. I'm sure you guys don't need an email to remind you. And that, I don't know, humbles the hell out of me that you guys show up every week. You're correct on the new Dominic, eagerly anticipating that one. Yeah, I think that one's going to be a popular one. I can't wait to find out how many I get. I ordered a ton of both versions. Dom and Rick Dom, I think. It's kind of amazing to me that they're not just one kit, because I don't think there's that much different between the two. You'd think they would make it one kit and just have like the couple parts printed on both, but maybe they figured they'll sell enough that it's worth streamlining each kit. I have time working on Saturday night, so I jump in when I can. I'm glad you do Random Hero. Okay. Also, since I haven't been able to hop in here in a while, then my Mecha Warehouse t-shirt is comfy. Haven't figured out what to do with the pin yet. Cool. Yeah. The which color? Well, I guess it's we only did one color, right? The light gray. What's up, Melina Hernandez? How are you doing? Man, the only thing on my backlog right now is my MG Thunderbolt 4K. I just can't bring myself to build it because then I'll have nothing else. HGBF Dom gives you the parts to make the Dom and Rick Dom. You pick which one you want to make. Yeah, we figured it'd be the same way. But then again, they do like the Zaku J and the Zaku F are two separate kits for the master grades. So those ones would also make sense to have be just a couple parts swap, I would think, in the same kit. But maybe they figure that making the kit a little bit less expensive is worth it. Biggest thing everyone could do is like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Helps with the algorithm to get more eyes on the channel. Thanks, Travis. Farless LA almost missed the stream, just chilling while knocking out a couple papers on organizational development. Sounds exciting. Blue kits are really nice. Wish there were more blue mono eye kits and just the goof and like goof. Difference between Dom and Rick Dom's accessories, backpack, and some thrusters. Dom has about 4 times the accessories. Remember, right? The MG Rick Dom kit has the skirt of the Dom on the runners, but not the backpack thrusters. Interesting. Was there ever an MG that had 2 options? Yeah, there's a few. The EXS and S Gundam is a notable one, and that's a really big, expensive kit. Gelgoog is blue also. I think there's a blue Gelgoog. If you bought an extra kit for your kid to introduce them into the hobby in the future. So my son is, my eldest son has already built a bunch of SD kits and some Haros and stuff. He got his first HG for his birthday. So hopefully we'll get time to work on that soon once the hobby room's done. So he's been building already. My youngest son thinks that he's already building. He apparently was telling my wife the other day that he built all the kits that were in my display case. But he's, not 3 yet, so he wants to build though. It's been a long week, a lot of work. Had me sleeping on Friday's restock. No Millennium Puzzle for me. Darn. Is there a blue Synergy version? I can't remember. I don't think so. I've not built a Dom type yet, or a Goog. I should look into those to add to my Christmas wish list. Stormbringer has 2 options. None of Elgato's Gelgoog is blue. Is it fair to say I should set aside about $1,000 for Mecha Cyber Monday? We'll probably just roll out Black Friday through the whole weekend, I think. I don't think we're going to do like a separate Cyber Monday versus Black Friday. It'll be one event. We'll be posting details in a week or 2, probably. I think I'm going to shoot or add this week and get all the details finalized. So set aside some money, but also be aware that restocks that we get in, you never know what things are going to be on hand. So there's a little bit of a gamble in waiting, given the supply state of everything. But we'll have some good deals for sure. Insert I made this meme comic. Love the HD origin Dom. I need more Doms. Wish grunt kits were more common. They seem to be selling out fast whenever we have any sort of grunt in. Hopefully our ordering numbers will catch up at some point. Get it 4 and 2, and you build those balsa wood animal dinosaur kits. They're very fun and easy for kids. I'm going to grab some of those Pokemon kits soon and try those out with them. Nice. Haru too. Harus are good too. Gundam anime, have you watched? Any favorite series? I've watched a ton of them. There's definitely a bunch I'm missing. Gundam, whenever I answer this question, Gundam Wing's my favorite for nostalgia, and 8th MS Team for the gritty kind of realism. We just I finished rewatching Stardust Memory, and that was Kate's first full watch through of a UC series. She liked the beginning, and then towards the end she just got lost and stopped liking it. Come back in the hobby. The new red Liger on your site looks nice. You sell a lot of Zoids. We've only sold pre-orders for Zoids so far. We haven't had any in. I'm not sure what changed, but we're now able to get them. So the pre-orders have sold pretty well, though. Think any more Eclipse coming? I have supposedly 12 more coming. Half of those are committed to pre-orders, and they're coming from a secondary supplier. They said something about getting them in like January or something, which seems bogus to me, but I have no other information. So I assume they're coming at some point because they've been promised, but the timeline might be sketchy. I'm not sure. Nick, do you take part in the Secret Santa or Discord Secret Santa, or just facilitate? Just facilitate. I didn't do it last year. I probably won't this year. I feel like I barely have time to buy gifts for my own family. So, and I really don't need any more stuff. So, not planning on this year anyway. Nick, have you seen the new Battle Gundam anime? I haven't yet. Is it good? There's probably a few episodes out, right? Is it kid friendly? I've been meaning to ask people who've watched it that if it's kid friendly. I assume it is because it's probably like Build Fighters or Build Divers or something. But I was curious. Still going to do a 24-hour stream again? I want to. I actually had that on a list of topic ideas to bring up tonight. I do want to do another charity stream this year. I'm trying to figure out both what to do and who to raise money for. Last year we did Shriners Hospitals for Children, which was a great cause. I could see doing that one again. The year before we did Charity Water. The only kit I'm thinking about building that would be a good like 24-hour stream is I have a PG Mark II that I managed to snag earlier this year. That would be a big project. How does it work with dealing with a secondary Silver versus Bluefin or some other first party? I'm not sure I understand the question, Kermie. 36 episodes, around 6 minutes each. Basically, it can as Build Fighters in style and tone. Yeah, I think it'd be considered kid-friendly, not cussing or gore, anything like that. Cool. Episodes are getting shorter, too. The guy is masked. I wouldn't say he's a chart type, but villain. Angry semifinals to turn. Mad Lad. Wish it was full episodes. It's so good. I love the Zaku one from episode 3. You know, all those were contest winners. 8-minute episodes. Cool. All right. So I'm going to finish this part, and I guess we got to do the first draw of the night for the giveaway. I hope for a Samurai Zaku kit. That'd be pretty cool. mentioned getting Eclipse through a secondary source, so I was a bit interested in what the difference is. So the main difference is that secondary source gets their stuff from Bluefin as well. Basically, they're just another distributor. They're just sit in between Bluefin and I, and so if Bluefin allocated me X amount, they also had X amount, and I could get a little bit from them. This particular secondary supplier, they don't have as many. They don't let you buy as much volume because they're dealing with lots of smaller shops, so I can't go and buy cases and cases of stuff from them, which is unfortunate and why I don't use them very often anymore. But they were a big help. Like last summer when Bluefin was shut down, I could buy lots of stuff from them. It was awesome. Make an MG so I could face off with the Musha Gundams, Maganek for Nick for Christmas. Saku Sengoku would be sick. I'm all for MG, but it seems to be we're only getting an RE100 from this series so far. Decide my next snap build, RG Sazbi and MG Eclipse. What do you think I should build first? Good question. RE100 Lindworm looks so nice. All right, time for our first draw. And I said reminder, but YouTube just said nah. Bummer. All right, so let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 800. I'll pick some random numbers in a few minutes. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. If we get duplicates, we can flip a coin for that. And what else was I going to say? I only ship to US addresses, and that Call of Duty Vanguard code is US locked, so keep that in mind too. And I'll cut and do this next piece, B117. Just invest in a gaming chair, which I will also be my Gunpla chair. Joseph, which chair? I kind of want to replace this chair. This one's exactly like the ones I have at the warehouse, because I need another chair at the warehouse for Patrick, who's starting a week from Monday. And I kind of want like a really nice chair, but I also see how expensive chairs can go for, especially like nice gaming chairs and office chairs. And I don't know what to get or what to look at. Everything I've looked at seems kind of promising. I need a good place I can go and like actually sit in some of these chairs maybe. Secret Labs makes a great gaming chair, Nick. Fast service and 5-year warranty. Like Nick needs a button to hit at the beginning of every number draw to post a disclaimer message rules on the screen momentarily while the number posting is open. I need a producer who can build all that stuff. A nice Herman Miller Aeron. If that one was thrown around. Is Patrick in a Gunpla at all? Yes, Patrick actually, he's a Discord member, possesses both Discord coins, so it tells you how long he's been in the community. I won't out him until he's ready to be outed, until he started, but he's been a member of the community, probably watched some of these streams. Some of you will probably be like, oh, I've seen that name before when his name starts popping up on the Discord. James Clark, where could I find a good chair with Fantasy Lab because it supports up to 400 pounds. Steel Case Gesture is a fantastic chair. I think that one I saw. Nice office chair where more comfortable. Steel Case Leap. Secret Labs chair. Check out IKEA. So I have an IKEA chair. That was my first desk chair, and it was horrible. Like, I mean, it was an okay chair, like build quality wise, but comfort wise, it was not a good chair to be sitting in all day. We have 2 Serta chairs in the warehouse from Walmart. Lumbar support, good upholstery, 150 from Walmart. Multiple mechanics beating on them. They hold up. Cool. 6'1" or 250, so I need a chair for heavy, tall people. Yeah, I'm 6 foot tall and like 210, so I also need a larger chair-ish. Just submitted for the Secret Santa. Can't wait to spoil my gift. Just hope I can find something to love. The reviews have been all good. You're a friend working at Google. They have a nice 30% off Herman Miller deal. That'd be nice. Skip gaming chairs. They're all just cheapo racing chair buckets bolted on office chair base. Oh, he's a 2-coiner. Wow, yep. Didn't even pay attention. What's the first number draw for tonight? 1 to 800. Do you think they'll carry... You'll carry the display paint rack stand? We might. Worried about size and weight for shipping those. I don't know if we've got a few coming or not already, but I'm thinking about, instead of getting a gaming chair, look for a Herman Miller Aeron, way better than any gaming chair. Look for Office Liquidator sites. As offices move to work from home, tons are available. Can't wait for 2022 coin. Same here, James. Using a $25 Walmart 250 limit chair. I would love 300s though. Really hoping my gifted will like when I get them. Any ideas for the Mecha Warehouse coin for 2022? I do not have any ideas for the 2022 coin yet, but thankfully we still have, I don't know, like 3-4 months before I gotta really have a decision in mind, so maybe longer. Sure, whatever the new coin design is, it'll be great. All right, let's put that. Put the foot in there. Whoops. Got the leg. Oh, shoot. Oh, backwards. That's why that didn't work. There we go. Big honkin' leg. All right. Hey, any thoughts on new contests for the future? I had a few ideas. I honestly don't remember off the top of my head. Placed an order for Live Lens, but now I want a second one and get a Helios to Kit Bash. Should I go for it? Probably Mecha Warehouse clan for Clash of Clans. Anything? Is anyone the difference between a primer and base coat, or are they the same thing? It's a good question. I don't really have an answer for that one. Okay, so I'm gonna call time. Go to beam site the Mayo spreader for the 2022 coin. We'll hopefully have some sort of interesting thing happen or something between now and then that will be a good design for the coin. Okay. 1 to 800. We're drawing, I believe, 6 numbers this time. So first one, Artifact High New, is 216. Artifact Nightingale is number 75. Mandalorian Beskar Armor, 665. Gundam Collection Volume 7, number 23. Gundam Collection DX 301, and Call of Duty Vanguard License 85. Contest at a Christmas manger scene. What's up, Damien? Andy, you watched the Battlelog series? Not yet. Which airbrush do you recommend? The only one I've actually used is the Iwata HPCS, which I would recommend as a good one. If you're first getting into airbrushing, though, there might be a better value, I guess, one on the market. So we got the 6 numbers out there. Let me know if anyone is a winner. And then we will we'll double check and confirm those. And if any prizes aren't won, we will roll them over to the second draw in, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Okay, so right leg is done. Now doing the left leg. Cap that knife and get it out of here before I roll it off the desk onto my foot. It's a lot of prizes. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff today. Thoughts on the new Soken Gundam? I haven't seen it. Mr. Hobby Pro, Convoy, $289 for a good airbrush at a decent price. Okay, B212. Big price kind of night. I figured when I grabbed the artifact, I was like, I might as well grab two because they're inexpensive items. The Mandalorian, we just got him in Star Wars. I figured I'd help people be aware of that. C110. It looks like a pretty cool kit, to be honest. I haven't done any of the Star Wars kits yet. I've got, I think, an X-Wing or something in my backlog just because. But the Mandalorian one's a little bit tempting. And we need the three donations. Seem to kind of make sense. Don't see any winners. Okay, so we'll draw again. Millennium Puzzles kits sold out pretty quick. Yeah, they did. I didn't get that many. I didn't really expect them to do anywhere near as well as they did. PC6. Which is just really just my bad kind of thing. I should have known better. It's hard to know for this non-Gundam stuff how it's gonna do, because some of those things don't do very well, and some do amazing. Got a couple Beskar Mandos from their Black Series action figure line. One open, one sealed. Neat action figure, nice. Comes to Star Wars kits. I've always been partial to Lego kits. The really huge ones. Legos are always cool. Probably doing my Han and Stormtrooper armor this week, nice. The Mando kit is as good as Vader and the Boba Fett kits were, then it'd be a great build for sure. Yeah, it looks like it's a good kit. And Mandalorian's a cool character, a cool design. Wait, what is this Mandalorian kit? The Mandalorian Beskar armor. We just got them in on Friday. It's one of the giveaway items tonight. Looks like it might be like a metal injection plastic too. There's the silver coating version, which hasn't come in yet too, but the pictures make it look kind of metallic. When are you going to restock on the High New Gundam? I don't know when we're going to be able to get them again. I don't think they're up for order yet. Again, I think they might produce some next spring, would be my guess. It's one of those kind of kits that I would picture them doing twice a year, at least until demand falls off. Kind of like the RG New is done fairly frequently. So that would be the earliest I would expect it would be, maybe like spring next year. But I don't know for sure. That's purely my speculation. Kind of interesting how Lego people frown on gluing pieces when glue is often heavy recommended for plasma. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. When is Funko Pop going to make Gundam figures though? Like the Sakura Arc 78, that'd be pretty cool. Gonna get any HG Nightingales. So we had like 12, we didn't get a whole ton in our first allocation. And that's why they haven't appeared on the website, because we basically did a lottery for the pre-orders on the Discord rather than only get a handful in. Nick, I'm gonna buy your entire stock of Mac and X. Jeez. How many do we even have left in stock? I don't even know. Only thing I'd say is the piano black. Shadow Troopers. That's very apparent when you mess up. Yeah, I would imagine. Will there be restocks of the HG Second Dues Gundam? I don't even know what that is. So, no idea when or if. Do you know if they're ever going to reprint the Hyakushiki? I'm sure they will. Definitely MG Hyakushiki, even the high-grade Hyakushiki, I think both will get reprinted. I'm not sure when. I want to say they might be on the order forms, or one of them might have been, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee it. Now I'm done with this Leo, I need to plan out my battle damage. Nice. Bandai were to open a Gundam factory in the US, would that affect the way you get kits? It would affect it. I highly doubt that they would. They've got however many sets of molds that they have. I don't picture them moving those molds from Japan elsewhere because the molds are very expensive. I'd imagine transporting them would be very risky, but I could be wrong. Read that Gundam cafes are all closing early next year. I heard about that. Wonder if you'll ever see Reconquista kits again. No clue. Seen MG Hyakushiki out there in a few places. They did them recently, I think. Alright. Set at the cafe, because that was one place I was hoping to go. Should I ever get enough saved for a trip to Japan? Definitely. I wonder if the whole pandemic thing has affected whether those places are profitable. Bandai prints a few kits in their Chinese factory these days, but they're all entirely new kits and molds, and the molds moved over from Japanese factory. Yeah, I doubt that they'd move them. I'm trying to do HDRG of all the char kits, so I would want to get the RG one when it's printed. Any news on the Age MG kits coming in? Been wanting Titus, Spallout, and H2 Double Butler to round out the collection. I don't remember seeing them. Steel with Daban model. I've heard the name. Daban just rips off the Bandai designs. They recast the runners and make their own molds. So they're effectively breaking the law. Okay. E7 and C222. So they may close the cafe, but the shops are still open. I heard that there is also, have you remembered that Their third full-size Gundam is in the process of being built. I wouldn't be surprised. I think there's like a cafe now inside the Gundam base itself. Someone mentioned to me. So I think there's still that. Devon has some original molds, like their MG Zeta 2.0 is way more detailed than Bandai's. That's still technically illegal though. And the snapping of plastic when you put a part together is still therapeutic. Yes, think about picking up some SD Unicorn kits. Nice. I'm gonna do that second draw soon. Wish they would make a full-size Zaku. That'd be pretty cool. It's a high new 1/1 scale with a long fin funnel. That'd be cool. That'd be a massive statue though. Which the MG Tallgeese, and I think I like it better than the. Well, finished the MG Tallgeese, and I think I like it better than the RG. I haven't built the RG. I like the MG though. They should do a pair of 1/1s together. Like break the old RX 178 back out and then do a Zaku across from it or something. Legal because they don't have license to make designs based on Gundam IP. Exactly. Arguably, anytime a shop makes a sticker, or anybody makes a sticker or something, or t-shirt with a Gundam-based design, that is infringing on the IP as well. I feel like we have this conversation like once a month. Nick, like MG's, yes, he's a man of culture. MGs are where it's at. The RG Tallgeese in my backlog, and the Flugo will get here next year. A real Tallgeese fan right there. Speaking of, I need more and more shelving. Sounds like my life. We set up a new rolling rack to use for items that don't take up a ton of space on the shelves, but are wasting space, essentially. And the new bin rack to relocate some paints. Did that yesterday. And I'll tell you, it's one of the most exciting things in a while for me. It's just like warehouse organizational stuff, but super excited about it. Okay, D14. Once I see the RG kit, the details the MG doesn't have, it bothers me, but bigger bot is dope. You could always add the details to the MG. Well, that takes work and tools and figuring stuff out, but scribing new panel lines and stuff. And this waltz was my intro. Thought Tallgeese was the most badass out of all the suits. So deal with the Gundam artifact. So the artifact are little tiny kits, essentially. So they're basically, I don't know, like 2 inches tall or something when they're put together. They're all in one color plastic, but they're like 70 pieces or something. Like they're solid kits. They're not just like a couple pieces to put together. If Bandai were to make a Mecha Blue kit, which grade would it be in? Depends on who gets to decide. If Bluefin gets to decide, or Bandai rather, based on predicted numbers and testing the waters, it'd probably be a high grade before anything else. But if I could just go straight, all go for broke, I'd make it master grade. So it's the next big thing for Mecha Warehouse since you got customer service squared away. We'll have the Patrick starts a week from Monday, so I got to get him squared away. From there, we'll hopefully start. I'll hopefully free up some time to be able to start looking at ordering more stuff and expanding some more product lines. And we've got a lot of inventory due to come in fall into winter. And the other thing is hopefully expanding on the content side of things. So I want to try to start doing a 3rd video a week, at least sometimes, maybe a special series or something, or different series of different types of content that we can do periodically, more micro content, maybe a podcast, things like that would be probably the next thing once I free up time too. Man, I should go to bed. I feel that. Big brain, usually I just design and work on actual robots. These artifact like 40k Gundams, kind of. Like they're, I don't know what the scale works out to be, they're tiny. But it's kind of like making a 40k figure, but they're only one color, so you'd probably paint them more like you'd paint a Warhammer miniature. But there are a lot more pieces than a Warhammer miniature, at least the ones that I remember building. Do we have any good recommendations for something like a Molotov marker but gold? I think they only do silver. We'll be expanding to the building next to you. So we might take over the unit next to us, but I'm also debating just making a move next year because our leases were locked in until September, I think, August or September next year. And I gotta figure out if we'll outgrow adding the unit next to us, if we can get it, versus just moving to a completely new space. They snap fit or you need glue? I think the people that I've heard build them are using glue on them. What's up, Nick? What's up, fellas? What's up, Optimist Rhymes? Teach social media marketing at my university. If you ever want to talk through engagement strategies, just let me know. Sure. Yeah, I can maybe reach out at some point. I think we've got some of that figured out. Santana's been really good at helping figure out some of that stuff too. Let's do this next draw. Maybe weekly 1 to 2 minute videos and build kits dioramas with narration, tell a side story, alternate universe. I don't think we'd make that kind of content, Caveman. Like, that's a cool idea. I'm thinking stuff like doing an interview series where we interview prominent builders or different members of the industry and things like that would be an example. And I've got some other ideas that I don't even want to share yet because they're just too good to risk someone else doing, although it'd be hard to execute. Okay, so, and I've missed sitting on these streams. New Warhammer miniatures are starting to have more of a mono pose. Oh, really? I can post pics in chat, show you my artifact Rick Diaz. It has lots of great surface details out of the box. They paint really well, they snap fit, but have a few gnarly seam lines without cement. So interviews would be awesome. Okay. So let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 400. 1 and 400, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. I think that's the whole spiel. Product bills would be cool, especially if you do a poll of who people recognize. Yeah, be one way to go. Just get some in-depth on some people. I'd really like to bring interviews of members of industry, like get to know the faces behind some of the big names for tools and stuff. Where was this other nub? I guess I got it already. Number range 1 to 400. 1 and 400 is the number range this time. Content on weekly videos of Nick cry chopping a kid into pieces. Dear from Gutful Luke about his GM Archangel he's working on, and his past projects don't really see him posting anywhere besides IG, so it'd be a good chance to hear more. Interesting. When we get to that point, I'll probably solicit ideas from people, but I need to basically consolidating on time because I've been busier than you can imagine lately. Like in ways that you just couldn't imagine. I've been so overwhelmed with everything going on. So I need to get myself kind of squared up, get a little bit more time, and then we'll be able to start attacking some really cool stuff and take things to that next level. A couple of mask Gundam enthusiasts from Delphi guys on their design process would be cool. Yeah, things like that. Like Delphi would be interesting. Splash might be interesting to get it behind the scenes on. Disbay, God Hand, all the major manufacturers. Some of them are smaller and easier to get like the person behind the business. Some of them might have to be just a rep stand-in. Do you ever plan on carrying any Warhammer stuff? Yes, I would. I think we probably will at some point. I don't know the timeline on that. Technically, you need an active storefront. We might arguably meet that requirement now, but at some point, Warhammer will be in the mix, I think. Do you sell kits at your dojo? No, I do not. All right. Next dojos are fighting only. Exactly. Okay, calling time. Let's adjust the random number generator here. So calling 6 numbers again. First one for Artifact High New, 133. Artifact Nightingale, 33. What are the odds? 133, then 33 for the 2 artifacts. 122 for the Mandalorian Beskar armor. Gunpla Collection Volume 7, 256. A very important number. 49 for Gundam Collection DX. And 59 for the Call of Duty Vanguard license. Guess what arrived today in my gaming chair, nice. So we've got 133, 33, 122, 256, 49, and 59. It's a lot of numbers. So Blue Ghost with 33. And Gam with 256. Let me verify those. Artie with 49. Oh, Robted Builder with 59. Two 49s. I also have 59. Okay, let me search these. So first for 33. Blue Ghost. Okay, so Blue Ghost is confirmed at 33, 256. Gam with 256 confirmed, 49. Jake RDD end. Okay, so Jake and RDD end will to do a coin toss or flip or something. And 59. Skywalker PJ. And Rob to Builder. Okay. What exactly are those Gunpla collection prizes? If you see the Instagram pictures or Discord, wherever I put them out there, they're like little 1/550 scale, maybe, I think they were. I'm not even 100% sure. Someone else might be able to explain them. I didn't really research them in depth. They were donated, but they're old. They're definitely not recent things. Okay, so we're gonna do a coin toss to decide for both the Call of Duty and the Gunpla Collection DX. We've got heads and tails. So Artie and Jake, I need a heads or tails call from one of you. Whoever calls it first gets heads or tails. And same thing, Rob to Builder and Skywalker PJ, heads or tails. Rob to Builder called tails. So I'll flip that one first. So Call of Duty Vanguard, Rob to Builder versus Skywalker. If it's heads, it's Rob. If it's tails, it is Skywalker. Oh, and Artie calls heads. So we'll do the one coin toss, we'll decide both. It's off by one. I'm starting to see the pattern. All right. So toss it, catch it, flip it on the back of my hand. If for some reason I don't catch it, I reflip, just so we're clear. That was a good toss. We've got heads. Heads this time. So Rob to Builder called it tails. So Skywalker PJ is heads and gets this Call of Duty Vanguard. Artie called heads for the DX. So Artie gets the DX. Congrats to our winners. Anybody who won, you guys can send a DM. You can actually send a DM to support@mechawarehouse.com instead of nick@mechawarehouse.com, or a DM with your shipping info, and we will get those out this week. And Skywalker with that Call of Duty Vanguard, make sure you mention which platform, PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, so when we get you a code, I can get you the correct code that will make sense for you. Trying to put that bot to work. Yeah, exactly. I'll DM the robot. Yeah, if you're on the Discord, you can DM MW Cust Serve. It basically is going to me right now anyway, but it's trying to build that pattern there. Congrats to our winners. We've got 2 prizes rolling over, the Artifact High New and Beskar, and Beskar Mandalorian. We'll draw for those in a little bit. Cool. Does anyone have more info on those Gundam collection things? I really don't know much about them myself. I'm kind of curious. What did I win anyway? You won the Gundam Collection DX set that was pictured. It's those 1/550 scale, whatever. But that's what I'm curious what they actually are. I'm sure somebody knows what they are. So we just got major points on this giveaway. Came here for the sanding, never actually know what the prizes are. In this case, I'm not really sure I know what the prizes are. Who won the High New Gundam? High New has not been won yet, and the Mandalorian Beskar armor have not been won yet. So we'll draw for those in like 15-20 minutes for the next draw. We'll see if we can give those away tonight too. Giving away a bunch of stuff today. All right. Okay, now moving on to the rest of the leg. Almost done with the leg. E20 and E18. I see the pattern. What pattern's that? Somebody said something about never seeing a tails win. We had several win by tails last week, and I actually flipped a coin like a half dozen times, and we were pretty close to even, I think. I think I flipped it maybe 5 times, maybe, just as a test at the end of the stream. So it can come up tails, and does, I think, roughly 50% of the time. Just to make sure the email address is support@mechawarehouse.com, right? That is correct. Did a number of experiments last week. Yeah, we did a number of experiments. More complex math than anyone expected in a Gunpla building stream. Good stuff right there. Any chance did you catch the video of Adam Savage and Mythbusters and tested building the PG Unleashed? I did. I saw that when that came out. How much gold would be needed for golden god hands? I think I still have the envelope right here. 4.549 ounces of gold. I don't know if they were god hands. I forget who. Somebody weighed their nippers, but I'm not sure which nippers they were. The coin is absolute. I kind of want the PG Unleashed. We got them coming in stock on Friday next week. Too much math, yes. Almost as much math as the time that I did a number range that was did not start at 1. I should do that again. I would wear the gold god hands as a necklace. I should create an alter ego character for marketing that has a giant gold chain with gold god hands on it. I know I've been kicking myself for not already getting it. How long are the PG Unleashed going to last? Probably somewhere between 2 minutes and 20 hours, maybe. Probably closer to the 2 minutes, but it's hard to say. It's been a minute since people had it. Less than an hour it could be. Math make head hurt. I haven't had to do that much math in a long time. Guess I got a chair to build today. Does that count? You'll see the $700 PG Unleashed. Who's got a PG Unleashed for $700? Or is that like a limited plated version or some nonsense? Be hilarious. Tom Segura has an alter ego called DJ Bad Bod and trolls morning shows. Nick, aka Daddy Godhands. There you go. Gold Gundam artifacts for that good old Gold Gundam artifacts on rings, right? I gotta have a ring on each finger with an artifact and a chain with a giant pair of gold god hands. Yes, the rings. Limited black edition. It's like purple. Is it like purple color scheme or is it all purple? Oh crap, was walking back to my desk. Uh-oh, is the stream still live? I just saw a warning about a disconnect error or something. Hopefully everything's still good. I can't handle another bad stream issue. Froze for 1 second, still live. Okay, a little blip, good. Having flashbacks to that nightmare of a day where I had to restart the stream like 3 times. Matching Adidas shoes. So hopefully when I get more time, I'll be able to do more crazy things like that. Center PGU is a polarized coating, limited run of 2000. Jeez. Who buys those? Like, I don't want to like insult anybody if you're the person that buys those, but like, who buys those? What gets somebody to spend that kind of money on a kit like that? If I want a kit to not be the color it came in, I'll just paint it. I could see buying like a P Bandai kit where it's basically the same price. Bots. But someone must buy it after the bot buys it, because otherwise the bot wouldn't make sense. The Gundam Alloy kit was up there. Yeah, but that was like, no one wanted that. Including the person they paid to rep it during the expo. I just want to know who has like $700 to spend on a kit. I kind of get it when someone spends that kind of money on like a statue or figure or something, people that collect stuff. Like, I don't really get it, because I would never do it, but I see what happens. But a kit seems weird. The guy's selling it for $10K on eBay. Do you know someone that already has one comment? But it's like, why do they want it, but not for what we're charging? Well, that's what I mean. Like, they seem like that'd make sense if they were like, you know, a PG Unleashed with some special coating or whatever. But when it's like similar price to the base kit it's based on. Look up the kit again. The only results and photos are from the Stars website. We need a US exclusive that isn't a entry grade. I think I can agree with that. Ugh. Okay, E6 and F4 and 2. A couple of Talgis Flugel because you can't buy a normal version of it, but I can't get the opted colored kits. I'll paint them how I want. Flugel's the only P-band I'll get this far. I mean, even the colored ones, like, they make sense, but when you buy a P-Bandai kit that's a different color, you're still paying essentially a retail price if you buy it from USP Bandai. If you buy it, you know, on the secondary market, you're overpaying for it. But not even that much in the grand scheme of things compared to some of these. I just can't see why someone would pay these ridiculous markups. What's up, Cloudly? It must have been exclusive to Southeast Asia because half of these listings are in Thai. Just picked up a Gundam artifact kit from your shop. Gonna give it a try. Nice, Daniel. Let me know how it goes. I've got a couple of them I want to build at some point. Taobao is the only way to get that PGU for a good price, I think. Built the US Gundam the other day, and it was very cool. Entry grades are so simple. Color separation of the kit's really nice, too. Nice. I'd pay MSRP for a 160 new Gundam. Of course. PG new Gundam would do very well. Like, I'll buy P-Bandai stuff from P-Bandai all day long because the price is right. It's at least not, you know, way marked up. And I say that kind of facetiously because I'm not really going to spend that money on all day long because I only want certain things, but I think you guys get the point. It's gotten for P-Bandai 2 all white ARC 78, ready for custom paint. Painting version. Is there any advantage to the quote-unquote painting version over just painting the regular kit? I could do one for my family's country of origin. Interesting. It's a cool concept. Alright, so we should do our third draw of the night. We still have 2 prizes left. The Artifact High New and the Mandalorian Beskar Armor. Let's put a number in chat between 1 and 200 this time. 1 and 200. If you're an ace pilot, what would your color scheme be? Ooh, that's a good question. It'd probably be something similar to the Blue 01. Probably just skip primer. I mean, you still kind of need primer though. They released the 100 the O in Japan again a week ago, and they're being sold for over 400. They re-released it. The MG. Because those have been going for massive amounts on eBay for a while. So number 2 to 1 to 200, 1 number per person. So Bob Saget, you got to get rid of one of those. Only 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. Actually, I see a bunch of you from Bob, so you are disqualified from this draw. 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. U.S. We ship to U.S. addresses only. But or at least get it down to 1 number, Bob, if you're gonna try to stay in. But 1 number per person. I want to make sure I say that. I've never seen. I don't know if I've seen Bob in the stream before, so you probably just didn't know James. It's not. I don't think I mentioned it that time. I got complacent. I really do need that button to hit to just play the spiel. I always like Pop Saga too. Yeah, Bob, no, don't worry about it. I'm not. I think just giving you a hard time. You hear the ominous music. This is why I need like a producer, because then we could intentionally do stuff like change the music for what's going on. That would be awesome. I wonder how big the business has to get for me to be able to afford a producer for my streams. I don't think I'm there yet. Final Fantasy fight boss theme during giveaways, exactly. Any chance of resin kit add-ons in the future, Nick? I think resin kits like that would be cool. I want to do that at some point in the future. I think probably not 100% resin kits, but some of the detail kits or whatever, dress-up kits could be in the cards at some point. And then Hollywood Harrison, Benny Hill. I don't know if there's a way to do the producer thing remotely, is there? Does anyone know? Tons of streaming stuff. What's the range? 1 to 200. I think I would need a producer to be physically here, which might be difficult. There are little things, tons of little things you can do with programs on Twitch, not sure about YouTube streaming. There's probably a lot of similar stuff. I know there's like buttons you can hook up. I just wonder if you could connect those to somebody remotely. Get a stream deck, really useful. I've heard about those. I probably should. I need to get a light for in here too to put up, because I think I need better lighting on me. Not that anyone really cares to see me, but random producer just sitting at Nick's house on a Saturday night. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's what I need though. I can produce some sweet fart noise with my mouth, but I don't know if that will help. I don't think it will. Could have someone remote into your computer, but that's like really extra just for a stream. Yeah, I think that is. Because then you need some way for them to know what's going on. I think half of it would be the eye contact from across the room. New people welcome. Also be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thanks, Travis. Only in the attic. Now that the hobby room is mostly done up there, I think that in theory would be doable up there. I just don't know that I want to bring a computer up there and set that up. But I'm thinking if I do like the charity 24-hour charity stream, it might make sense to do it up in the attic and move the rig up there and set it up. Get a $48 ring light at Walmart, that'd be an option. I saw a light from a vendor I've used for other lighting that looked kind of nice. I just haven't gotten around to deciding I want to spend the money. Hey man, okay, I missed the range. I stepped away. 1 to 200. I'm gonna draw in a second here. I'm just gonna finish this part, and then I will draw our next numbers. But yeah, if we did the stream up there, we could easily set up like several computers potentially. And camera angles. I've got multiple like desks and stuff. Could have a snack table, it'd be great. Loading ready run does that remote stuff all the time. You share your stream to Discord and the producer does graphics and music and stream that to YouTube or Tweak. I'm assuming you mean Twitch. I think we'd go full RGB disco and a teddy for $400 in donations. That's great. All right. So 2 prizes left. First one, number 21 for the Artifact High New, and number 108 for the Mandalorian Beskar armor. Let me know if we've got any winner, if there's any winners, and I will confirm. And if we've got anything left, we will draw one more time in about 20 minutes at the end of the stream. Okay, B2 17. I take it from the silence that we have no winners. Oh, Oscar at 21. Cut the nubs and sand the nubs on this part, and then I'll confirm that 21. No, 108. What was the other number? 21 and 108 are the 2 numbers. So that's just Oscar. I'll confirm that in a moment. What was each number for? 21 was for the Artifact High New, and 108 for the Mandalorian Beskar armor. All right, massive legs here. Oscar Nunez, 21. All right, Oscar, congrats, confirmed. And Mandalorian Beskar armor looks like it wasn't one. Yeah, so Oscar, send me a DM. You send it to support@mechawarehouse.com with your contact info to ship it, and we'll get that heading your way. And we'll draw for that last prize, the Mandalorian Beskar armor, in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Hey, Nick, what are you building tonight? I'm still working on the Dom R35. It's a Build Fighters kit. Just finished the second leg, actually. The chair I'm building came with building gloves. Interesting. Alright, so starting on the waist unit, A6. Really like the Build Fighter, Build Divers kits. Yeah, there's some good kits in those lines. C113. And PC4. That's my first and only Dom. Need more. Definitely agree on the need more. I'm liking this one so far. The legs are definitely big though. Down the bottom, I mean, I guess that's the Dom in a nutshell, but saying earlier in the stream that I think doing my master grade dodge might be in the near future. Getting that urge to build more of these and include unreleased of RG High New Delphi decals. They might already be released, I'm not sure, but they didn't have them when we ordered last time. I'm not sure the status on that though. If they have them next time we order, we'll definitely be trying to get them though. C1, 5, and 6. Someone had them. Thought it was Nick. Maybe we already have them. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing half the time now. Things are starting to feel like beyond my control, which I think is a good thing, but it's a little scary at times. The process is starting to try to hand over some of our like restock orders for supplies and tools over to Kate to free up my time to stuff that's more just refill the shelves kind of stuff. So hopefully have that process kind of transitioned soon, and should hopefully make us more consistent on that. It's okay, Nick. It's almost the end of the year, and it means Christmas, so it's not case time for businesses. Just things have been a bit nuts in general. I don't think it has anything to do with holidays yet. It's just purely growth. I've mentioned it during the weekly update. that October was our biggest month by like 30% over the next biggest month. So it was a huge amount of growth. But delegating tasks that you sleep from time to time, every once in a while. I'm hoping that it might lead to vacation time at some point. I would love to get away from the warehouse for a week and have things keep running. I feel like that's still a ways away, but maybe by next summer I can take a day off. Definitely spoiled by Delphi water slides after using the Bandai ones that came with the kit. Good, but you can tell the difference. You definitely can. I can tell the difference. Bandai ones are okay, but the Delphi decals are very nice. Who wanted to win the high new got him, I bet. There's a high new artifact. We still got them in stock though. They're only $7.99 or something. They're not bad at all. All my models, planes, bikes, cars, armor, and mecha I always buy. Aftermarket decals. So DM Nick or the support bot. Ideally the support bot. If you're on the Discord, the MW Cust Serve, or support at mechawarehouse.com. It's still going to be me responding to it this week anyway, but trying to lay the groundwork to having somebody else be able to cover that for me when I'm not able to. Which hopefully allow me to add more products for you guys and keep bringing bigger and better things. Alright, so these two go together, and then I need B1, 7. Hey Nick, if I would like me to send you a link to the chair I bought, sure. You can send me a link, I'll take a look at it. I find the whole chair shopping thing for a good office chair is daunting because they're so expensive. And there's not a lot of great options to try them out usually. Any heavy arms on the way? I think we have some heavy arms on the way. Video game chairs are great. I feel like I hear mixed reviews. Some people love them, and some people think that regular desk chairs are better. I'm not sure where I stand. I've never used a gaming chair. I know they look cool. Surprised that like the chair I have now here and at the warehouse, like they're supposed to be decent chairs. They were like, you know, $300 chairs or something. But I feel like they could be way better. But it's hard to tell how much is that. Maybe I need my monitors at a different level. Got my chair at Office Max for $90. I like it, and I'm a bigger guy. Did a few days of research on Google and YouTube. This brand sounds like it was made for me. Nice. The real test will be a few weeks or months from now. If you use extra cushions for back support, any chair can be a great chair. Let you just actually sit in one of each and try them out. Yeah, I think that is, but it's like you really need to like sit in it for more than just like a couple minutes. It's when you sit in the chair for 8 hours that you really start realizing how good or bad it is. Hey Nick, what do you prefer to build, HG or MG? I definitely prefer MG. I'm only painting HGs at the moment though because of the simplicity. Hopefully I'll start painting MG soon too. What are your thoughts on Target starting to get exclusive kits? Also have to look at how long you can sit in chairs, sort of eye comfort's nice. Yeah, the real test is when you're in the chair all day. I don't know, I'm excuse me, I'm slightly annoyed by the Target exclusive thing. I actually don't mind the exclusive so much, but the kits that are supposed to be general releases that they have way ahead of everybody else, those I find extremely frustrating because we're having people cancel orders, pre-orders for those kits because they find them in their local Target, which I can't blame people for it, and these people probably don't realize what's going on. But whenever somebody cancels an order with us, we still have to pay the credit card fee on that order, so that, you know, however many cents or a buck or two or whatever, plus that percentage of the entire transaction. And so when people place an order and then cancel it for, like, it's one thing when somebody cancels it for a reasonable reason. When somebody makes that pre-order and then cancels it because they, you know, something better came along, it's frustrating because it's costing me money, and ultimately might lead to us having to, at some point in the near future, either requiring a cancellation fee or not refunding for cancellations and instead issuing like a gift card or something for the value of the thing and not actually refunding it, because it's starting to become an issue. And it's just a matter of me being frustrated for long enough before we start doing that kind of stuff. I really don't want to, because I feel like that's not fair when someone really has to cancel for a good reason. And it's hard to know when it's a good reason though, so there's a lot of factors involved. I feel like there's a stigma of cancellation fees, or a stigma with cancellation fees, but I think they exist for a reason. Some stores charge the fee for canceling pre-order. This restocking fee would be good. Awesome Toys TV did a review on the Cooler Master gaming chair and gave a really good review. Most I still like 5% restock or something. But crowd parties, I doubt Bluefin ever told Gunpla shops the Target thing was happening, right? Yeah, I'm sure that was... I didn't know about that ahead of time. It might not have even been Bluefin's control necessarily, because I heard Target was doing some funky stuff with shipping to try to take advantage of the world situation, and or really just do right by their customers and try to get stuff easier. But yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. The exclusives, at least, it's not like I'm competing on, they just have them. But because in a way, most other items are like Target, like not exclusive, because, or whatever the opposite of exclusive is, they don't, not even opposite, because they don't get certain kits, they just have a limited supply, limited stock. So a lot of stuff people have to come to us for. So in that way, they help bring people into the hobby. I target one of each of the new kits, so 6 total at the beginning of October, but I haven't seen any more since those. Just Grandpa's and Strike Freedom's in stock now. Which a great item from Target, has the BF sticker. Evening everyone, I'm late. Helped a buddy purchase and hang up a new TV. Nice, TJ. Don't buy from Target, keep the models with the local hobby companies. I mean, I'm not even going to comment on that specifically. I don't necessarily mind that they're selling stuff. I guess I would always prefer someone buy for me over anybody else, but that I don't necessarily fault. It's the like weird cancellation behaviors. And we'll probably either institute at some point in the near future a restock fee, and or you can avoid the restock fee by taking store credit or something. And that way we can avoid the whole, or minimize the number of cancellations for frivolous reasons. We find if the box stores only carried certain ones, that would keep the hobby shops in business. Yeah, so I think that's kind of how it works now for the most part. It's just these specific kits they're getting first. Try to get somebody to the hobby, and after the 5 kits they have, they kind of Mecha Warehouse. I think that's happened, like Hobby Lobby, same thing. People, you keep track of that per account. I definitely, I'm looking every time somebody cancels an order, and I'm checking to see if they've canceled orders before. Not that I'm doing anything about it, but I am keeping aware of it. Usually it's like a one-off. I think we had one that was a request I haven't gotten to yet, but I was researching it right before the stream. And I think they had canceled one before too. And that it's a little annoying, but I don't know the circumstances on the cancellations. Sup, Steven? Player not a fan of anyone being first to market just because they can throw more money at shipping. Right. It's not, I mean, all's fair and live in war, right? You can be competitive however you can be competitive, but it does, when it's done intentionally by a supplier and they favor one store over another, it's definitely really frustrating. Shipping away at the backlog while waiting on pre-orders. Happy to support you, Nick. Thanks, Dylan. I mean, most people are just going to put it on their backlog anyway. Haven't heard about it in a while, Nick. Any update having an account? I know you wanted to be sure you kept your payments personal info safe. I'll hopefully have time to look into it again once we get the customer service situation set up with the new hire. It might make sense, especially if we're going to do like store credit. That might be a way to track store credit rather than have to do gift cards. So it's something that I'll look into again. I think would be better. Pre-orders are just like a fractional deposit. The problem is that it's hard to collect things like that. It creates another layer of logistics. So I don't know it necessarily helps at all. And I think it's mixed review. Some people prefer the partial deposit up front because you don't have to put the whole money down. But at the same time, then your card gets hit again later on. We got to worry about waiting for that second transaction to go through. I think it's technically a second transaction, so 2 transactions I think results in a higher fee than 1 transaction. So in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it really helps there. And really the pre-order money helps enormously as we're trying to order larger and larger quantities because it helps us pay for the incoming shipments of stuff. And for a small business like ours that is not, well funded by being around for a long time or having outside capital. Target's only have American Grams plus some random HGs. But a local hobby shop just gotten a bunch of Helios this week. So the Ramba Ral Dom. Yeah, basically this is the Dom R35 from Build Fighters. Bill me now and refund me later at the worst. Okay, so let's do our final draw for the night. We've got 1 prize left. That's the Mandalorian Beskar armor. Let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 70 this time for the last draw for that 1 prize. Number between 1 and 70. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses, and I'll draw in a few moments. Look forward to Eclipse pre-order from you. It's coming Monday. Nice, TJ. Guess and also other random conversation. Hopefully it doesn't get too cold in New Hampshire the next week or two, or we found out yesterday our furnace is kicking the bucket. There's some sort of leak or crack in some piece, the heat exchanger or something, so we need a completely new furnace. And the recommendation is to not turn it on because that crack could cause it leaking some sort of leaking gases and stuff. Whereas I pick the number, somebody gets the same one. Don't worry about innocence of heart. We will flip a coin if multiple people win the same with the same number. So yay random. I guess not random. We kind of knew it was coming. The furnace is like over 10 years old, but yay unplanned expenses. Right, clips from you guys. So excited. Thank you. Nice, Guillermo. If I buy a kit, I'll go directly to your shop. If it's not available, then I buy from Amazon. Cool, Daniel. Appreciate you checking us first. Like when a beam saber hits the Minovsky reactor, hamburgers no bueno. Never buy a kit from Amazon. Amazon can be very mixed results. This skirting armor here is very interesting. I think it's because they're going to put some thrusters or something in here in between, but that's really interesting the way this is spaced out. Saws before cough from the site. Always happy to support you. Thanks, Chris. High prices at Amazon. They can be. Sometimes their prices are actually better than everybody else's if it's actually Amazon. Yeah, cracked heat exchanger will leak the combustion gases into the ventilation system. Yeah, so it's like a risk. We've got, you know, CO2 alarms and stuff, but we'll try to avoid it as long as it doesn't get really cold. We've got a propane fireplace downstairs, so you can always run that. Take the edge off. Pretty much only buy from Mecha Warehouse. Usually I get what I want, get it in less than a week. I bought from you guys on a site, like a point system to get a few dollars off. Check the course first, but the cruel nature of the hobby and distribution means it's hard to stay 100% loyal to any particular store. Definitely is. Someday we'll make it easier. First ever kit from Amazon, but prefer to support a small business anyway. Supporting NW means streams, a Discord community content, Secret Santa, etc. My favorite lender supports Jeff Bezos. Maybe he's secretly a Gunpla fanatic, you don't know. Okay, calling time. Let's do this last draw. No one might have matched, yeah. I think the combustion gases, though, means that they're the already spent gases, so they're hazardous but not necessarily flammable. Got a few kits before I started ordering from Mecha, and they were good. I just made sure they went direct from Amazon. Now I support Nick. Jeff Bezos was in a Gunpla. You'd had a 1-1 kit. All right, so our one number is number 35. 35 for the Mandalorian Beskar armor. You know, alone makes butter from afterwards birthday. All the other is icing on the cake. All right, let's see. Do we have a number 35? Ooh, looks like Robert Salo is number 35. Nice. Congrats, Robert. You already know how to get a hold of us. You can email support@mechawarehouse.com or DM me pretty much anywhere, or DM the bot on the Discord. And cool, we're good to go there. So it looks like next week we'll be building the rest of the waste unit. We've got probably I guess the backpack's already built. So waste unit and the weapons shield things, which are kind of cool. So hopefully we'll have this one kind of wrapped up next week and we'll be able to move on to something else. Can't I wish once? 20 bucks for MG Wing Zero. Took 3 months to get and one wing part was busted. Bummer. Gunfleet University streams after this. Nice. Gunfleet University sounds like he's back. So go check that out if you're looking for something else to do after this. DM the creepy robot for my win. Catch y'all next week. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you had a great time. I did, and really appreciate you all taking the time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We won't be sending out those Saturday emails anymore, so that notification might be very helpful to make sure you can stop in next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, every Saturday. We'll continue this kit, give away some more good stuff, and yeah, and also 10% live 10 if you're looking for stuff at mechawarehouse.com tonight for the next, half hour or whatever. See you all later. See you next week.